Now I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. How's it going, everybody? Paladin's Quest today. My last stream for the week. I'm going to take tomorrow off. I'm going to have the kids home. So we'll be doing fun stuff. Not with you. But that's okay, because there's a bunch of other great streamers that you can watch and enjoy. Let's continue on here with Paladin's Quest. Dayoxer, how are you? Welcome. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hey, guess what? I did see your mouse update that you just dropped in there. Didn't have a chance to look at it too thoroughly, but I will definitely check that out afterwards, and it looks pretty cool. You made a wireless Super Nintendo mouse, is that right? Let's see what they got for sale here. We got hair ornament, right? Life, what? Dream dress, life core with a capital C. Wonder boot. This is dream dress. I don't know. How's it going, Majo Rage? How are you today? It's a normal wireless mouse at this point. That's cool, but it looks like a Super Nintendo mouse, which is what matters. That's pretty hot, I'm gonna say. I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. Today was a great day. My kids, everybody woke up in a good mood. It's just a good day. And kids got a 4-day weekend. We're gonna see the Mario movie tomorrow. I'm looking forward to everything. Let me adjust some of this a little further, because it is looking really strange to me. I don't know why. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Yeah, it looks like it's a fun project. So life cord could be it. I wonder why they would put it in all caps. Or in all caps. I wonder why they would make the C capital. Let's see if we can't figure out what this is. We're going to look on the Linus fandom wiki and see if we can find what it is. Now it could be a helmet. Let's find out. No, not a helmet. On armor, maybe? No, not armor. A shield? Okay, here we go. Life core is... Oh, nobody would have guessed this. This is a life corsage. It's a corsage. It's for females only. So, yeah, I guess we'll buy it. Okay, so we got the life corsage. We'll get the hair ornament. We'll get the life WH is going to be... I don't know. Oh, it's called Life Whip. A corsage, yeah. I especially with a capital C. Like, there's no reason for that. Okay, this is a life whip because this is a classic JRPG, so that means only women can equip whips. A big Lufia energy there. We'll get the dream dress, and I guess we'll get the wonder boot as well. So Midia just got a whole makeover here of a bunch of cool stuff. Let's go ahead and equip that and see how we do. Okay, and some of these do cool things too. It is a glow up. Life Whip says each attack heals the wielder for half inflicted damage. I love blood weapons like that. I really do. Now the hair ornament is not going to allow us to heal like the sphere crown did. But this is going to have a different effect, I imagine. We'll see. Yeah, it says attack +2 and it casts daze, whatever that does. For weapon, we're going to use... Oh, the corsage is a weapon? Okay. We'll put the whip in one hand, and then we'll put the corsage in the other hand. The corsage, we know, lets us heal now. So, I got to keep that in mind. Let me double check that that's correct. I'm pretty sure that's what I'd said. Yeah, it was a weapon. Right? Now, see, I'm losing track of where it was. Oh, maybe it counts as a shield. It counts as a shield. So this will allow her to heal 800 HP. Wow. Okay, and then we've got the dream dress. Let's see if that has any special effect, and then we'll check the wonder boot as well. I love when you get passives on a piece of armor. Dream dress does not have any passive, and then wonder boot. I'm guessing it's wonder. Watch it be something else. Oh no, it is wonder boot. It gives it an attack buff of +12, so that's nice. I don't know what the Komsk was supposed to be. These are shoes. Oh, combat socks. That's right. That's stupid. All right, cool. All right, she got definitely good stuff there. Let's see if Chesney is due for any increase here. We got the Cormu stuff. Yeah, how about these? Oh, now knife boot. Where's that? Okay. And then it's been a while. I'm going to go ahead and sell off some of these things so we don't have such a crowded inventory. This will just take a second. We'll get back to real life here in a minute. Got too many of these. You cannot afford this. That's weird. Power dress. We'll get rid of that. And power met. We'll get rid of that. That was a helmet. Abro spear. We'll get rid of the heavy armor. Like to buy a Vowel paralysis knife. Power dress. Prey staff. I'm gonna hang on to that because that let us banish sleepers. We'll get rid of the combat socks. That's right. See, actually, I don't know what this is. Deoxer. Yeah, we got to go smack around Zagos. Now, we're 8 streams in. So I've been at this for 16 hours ish. How long or how, yeah. If you had to phrase it in a percentage, how far into the game do you think I am? 50% of the way through. We may be 60% of the way through. I'm feeling 60, but I can't confirm myself. 70. Oh, nice. Hey, that's not too bad. I think that's pretty swell. Oh yeah, we never figured out what this is. Oh, it's a saint robe. That's right. I don't think I need to hang on to this, but let me double check if it does anything. One of the dumbest things right here. So this casts defense up on the wearer. We'll keep it for now. I think that's good. Yeah. So what? I got next week, and I'll probably be off next Monday because the kids are home for that day as well. But I got 4 streams left Monday. Maybe I will get it done. I don't know.
Welcome to Roki, town of the Shimrek. This town is the liveliest in all of Sasquatch.
Hey, thanks for having me. Oh, let's refill our medicines. And thank goodness they have an all thing. Beautiful. All right, that's done.
Do you want to join the parade too? You have to be a citizen of this town to be able to join the parade. They say the festival for Neugren's completion will be starting soon. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, I'm glad they're a happy bunch. Oh, speaking of. 1, 2, 1, 2. The parade dance steps sure are hard. We're preparing for the parade dance. Stay out of the way, okay? I'm looking forward to going to Zagos Temple.
I can't talk very loud, but the tune I am playing right now was composed by a piano player from Nasquat.
That piano player sure plays nice songs. Sasquatch's music is truly the best. Oh ho! A little cultural appropriation here in the wonderful town of Roki. I hear that when Lord Zagos finishes Noigren, Sasquatch will be able to control all of Lenus. Lenus, maybe?
This is a happy town, don't you think?
We're busy with the preparations for the parade,
which will be the main part of the festival.
Alright, what can I take? Anytime I see something like that. What do you guys got? We got a water card. That's not too shabby. The mayor's worried about something. Please ask the mayor what's bothering him. That's not my job. Now, I'm very partial to any RPG that wants to have anything to do with cards. Anytime there's a card thing, Ogre Battle, Arcana, you know, you got Final Fantasy 7 and 8. I mean, 8 and 9. Card stuff. I can't get enough card stuff. You want me to like the game? Put card stuff in it. Card stuff and fishing stuff.
You're a spiritualist, aren't you? I knew it the moment I laid eyes on you. You looked smart and strong. I've been waiting for one such as you. Will you please listen to my plea?
Ah, you will listen to me.
You are truly an honorable spiritualist. You are the second advent of Gabmeet. Fact is, we want to use the spirit of Vraigar in this parade, but the spirit of Vraigar is in a temple to the south of here. According to legend, there is a terrible monster inside the temple. The townspeople are all scared and no one will go to battle the creature. I must ask you to defeat him. I will grant you whatever you ask, if you will bring us the spirit of Vraigar.
And us being trusting, naive children, who were just betrayed by the very person who asked us to do a task such as this, we agreed, and we're going to go ahead and do it. But you know what? I'll say it. That's the one thing wrong with Chrono Trigger. There's no card game and there's no fishing. The town's so bright, and yet the mayor's being so gloomy. Please help him. Would Chrono Trigger be better with a card game or a fishing game? Minigame? You know what? I'm hesitant to say it, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Spiritualist of yeah, we've already got this. So, you only get like 2 characters here. So, I don't know why I assumed you could only get it once. I guess you just stock them up on as best magic as you can. What could go wrong? Yes, exactly. What could go wrong? Has a fishing minigame ever gone wrong? Has a better question. Has a card minigame ever infuriated a fan base? Have you met the mayor? Even though this is such a happy time, he's worried about something, I hear. Yeah, we met the darn mayor. Yes, the Millennial Fair is perfect. There could, yeah, so the question would be if there was one more minigame, would it detract? I use the Aristotelian notion of perfect being complete and whole, lacking nothing. That is, perfection for me is something which you could not add to or take away from without doing damage. So as a thought experiment, it's fun to think about things that I think are perfect. And, you know, if I added or took away something, would it significantly matter? The mayor's a real miscreant. Oh, nice word. So the costumes are really snazzy. Keep an eye out for them. See, this game has, like, a large vocabulary. Like, I don't think any other character in this game yet has said the word miscreant. And yet, the item descriptions are so terrible. Item titles. They're very busy over at the dressmakers right now. How's it going, Mr. Thou? Yeah, and I'm not even saying, like, you know, put a fishing game at the Millennial Fair. Like, what if there was a fishing game throughout the game? I don't know. The rigged ones with the paper net. Where you're just playing that little plastic thing that spins around and has the fish open and close their mouths. You know what I'm talking about? Also, Mr. Thou, welcome. Hey, today's your day, by the way. Mr. Thou, congratulations. Congratulations to everybody. Today is the anniversary of Final Fantasy VI, originally released for Super Famicom in Japan on April 2nd, 1994. Happy Final Fantasy VI Day.
Rumor has it that folks from Nasquat have sneaked in here to oppose Lord Zagos. Things sure are getting stirred up.
There's a lot of dialogue in this village. I don't hear much talk about the resistance lately. They've all been beaten by Lord Zagos, I suppose. It would have to be only in the future time setting? It's not like they ate fish in prehistory, right? They're only accustomed to soup and red meat. That's it. Okay, so I think we've got everything here. Let me go ahead and save one more time. Oh, there's a tavern. I don't think I went in here. Today is the... Oh, really? Did you time it? Did you time it to finish your tattoo sleeve on the anniversary? My daughter's going to be in the parade. I bet she's happy. And you ought to see it too. Mr. Thou's shared a picture with me before. It is pretty slick.
I'm Lily. Hey, go to the weapons and armor store and buy me a hair ornament of love. Then I'll join you.
I don't think so, because I already got the Wonder Twins with me. I'd be in the parade if I could, but... Well, that's not very descriptive. I want to talk to the barkeep. Yes, hello. Well, my congratulations. Hey, everyone, today's on me. Drink all the cider you wish. Oh, see, because even Paladin's Quest knows that today is the anniversary of Final Fantasy VI. Alright, there's nothing in there. Save the game, and we gotta go south to a temple, beat a monster. That's what I'm good for. Sometimes I wonder. I mean, like I said, it's a great tattoo sleeve. If I had a tattoo, I don't have a tattoo right now. If I did have a tattoo, and it was a video game themed tattoo, what would I get? I've thought about like a pixelated, like Super Mario from like Mario 3. I've thought about the Chrono Trigger clock logo. Thought about a handful of things. That's a lot of M&Es. Okay, but that's alright because we got our favorite flashy spell. And... See, I don't remember what all this does now. Life Corsage is a heal. Okay. What is HST? I'm going to have to try out all these things. He's got spells now too, huh? Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to need to work on our spells here. Yeah, so Midia gets a little healing every time she attacks. That is pretty slick. Oh, making a Chrono Trigger clock? That's cool. My last year's birthday, my darling brother made me a Chrono Trigger clock. With his own 2 hands. It was great. No Red Mage tattoo? Nah, I guess not. I don't know. I feel like that would be a way they could identify my body someday. I don't know if I want to give them that much power. How's it going, Jolly Jared? You have a Sonic tattoo. I like how you specifically had to follow up, I have a Sonic tattoo with no regrets. Jolly Jared, you're always welcome here. How you doing? Is it a Sonic tattoo or is it a Sonic tattoo? Major Rage, if I got a tattoo, it'd be Naruto on a Venusaur on one arm and Muten Roshi on a Blastoise on the other. Oh, but then where would you put Charizard? Where would you put Spike Spiegel on a Charizard? Butt cheeks. Today's weird. One of my other... Oh, I read that. Hi, how's it going, Depraved Slasher? Welcome, welcome. We're talking about if we had video game tattoos or if you have a video game tattoos. Based off of Sonic Adventure 2 Sonic. Oh, cool. Nice. I don't think I've played the second one. Let's see what else we got here. And, I don't remember what does what. So I'm going to try different things here. And we'll see if things... He doesn't have any spells. Okay, Wind Sword. We'll try that and see what the damage looks like. And, oh, he's got heat. So we'll work on getting G. Rasav's magic up. Oh, they cast heat too. Okay. You made it through 19 episodes of Star Trek TOS? Oh, cool. Well done. That would be the place to start with Star Trek, right? Like, let's say you wanted to watch Star Trek. You just start with that, the original series. Oh, shoot. I looked away. I didn't see how much damage we actually did. Wah, wah, wah. Because, yeah, I don't know. Wind Sword or HST. Then we've got Seed Sword here. Oh. Does it confuse? Looks like it confuses. That's a lot of health. Alright. Earliest time period in universe would start with Enterprise, or I would recommend it to a new viewer. Yeah, I feel like I like absorbing things with in-universe chronology, but I feel like with Star Trek, I would just need something to give me like, okay, this is Star Trek, you know, like what's accessible to a new viewer. The game Final Fantasy 13 wishes it were. Oh man, there's so much of that in it. Well, congrats again on the Panzer Dragoon Saga. The original is a good starting point. Okay. Well, maybe I'll try that one of these days. I don't know. I wish I had more time. Wish there was more time in the day. You know what? She should probably keep working on beefing up her abilities here. Okay, and let me look this up real quick too. HST. It could be a weapon or a shield. HST is Fighting Spirit. Actually doesn't do anything special. And then Wind Sword as well. Makes 2 attacks per round on enemies within the same group. Cool. So Wind Sword's like a multi-hit. And then HST is a stronger hit. So that's cool. And then for G. Rasav, we've got the Seed Sword, which freezes an enemy, the thing says, but it looked like a confusion spell. Not anything else. Good shields is just good. Bib, I love how it says bib. Let me check if any of these do anything special that he comes with. Face mask is a boost to attack. Armor. The bib doesn't do anything special. STF. Gubo. This is not showing up on here. Shields, boots, helmets. Boots? Maybe it's a boot? No. Is it an item? Or a bottle? Okay. It is a bottle. STF Gubo, stuffed Gubo, confuses an enemy. Alright. I wish the game told that to you. Soko Chocobo, how's it going? We're playing the Adventures of Chesney and Midia, yes. Soko, it sounds like you're familiar with this one. Also, long time no see. How have you been? I hope everything's been
A-okay.
in your neck of the woods. The woods being the proverbial just area of the world. Oh, you like this game? Great, cool. This is my first time playing it, and it's been cool so far. It's not been bad. I think I've enjoyed it. You do live in rural Georgia? Georgia? So you got the woods? We've got some woods here. We do, so yeah. I just wanted to be I wanted to be charitable in case anybody was not near any proverbial woods. I didn't want them to feel left out. I didn't want them to be like, "Oh, where's my woods?" The well-read mage promised woods. Oh, we got a fellow Georgian in chat. It's true. The magic system is pretty cool. You get that use-based, rank up thing, and then you've got the blood magic thing going on. It's definitely unique. You could say that about a lot in Paladin's Quest. My first time through, so big emphasis on looking for brain fart. I don't know. Something. Oh, difficulty spikes. Killer narwhals! You gotta watch out for those. We're gonna work on getting these spells up. I think when I started playing this, I had it, like first couple streams, I had it at like a slightly above average position, but the more I play it, the more I'm like, I think this is pretty good. I could see people getting frustrated saying it's slow or something like that, but honestly, that sort of thing doesn't bother me. I know we're playing a turn-based RPG from back in the day, so it's gonna have stuff. Okay. Good. What's up, Beamstock? They're the Jedi of the sea. Now I want to see a narwhal with a lightsaber coming out of its head.
A more civilized weapon.
Okay, an elegant weapon from a more civilized age. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. That's on me. And I'm sorry. Beamstock, okay, Dr. Evil. Beamstock, how's it? I was a shark with sweet freaking lasers coming out of their heads, okay? Hey, Beamstock, how are ya? Today's Bad Impressions Day, so, if you celebrate. Also, happy Final Fantasy VI Anniversary Day. Happy birthday to the best mainline Final Fantasy game. I'll say that clarifier. Because we all know that Chrono Trigger is the best Final Fantasy. There are lots of doubters when it comes to that, but come on. I appreciate that they put little drains there, because you're like, where does the water go? And then you see the drains, and you're like, oh, there you go. I'm doing good. Slorin, how's it going? Oh, you love FF4 most. Now, see, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I think FF4 is awesome. I think Final Fantasy VI is the best one, but I think I like Final Fantasy Tactics and 9 more than 6. So, I think that I would say Tactics, 9, and 6 are my top 3 favorites, but I would put 6 at the top if we're talking best of. There's a water temple. I like water temples. There you go. List them out, Beamstock. Merry Final Fantasymas, ho ho ho, ho ho ho, hark hark Draken, my boy. If Santa Claus was in my house speaking draconian like that, I would call an exorcist right away. I mean, I'd flip out. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Man, there's a lot. Like, what does Storm do? I guess that's a multi on everybody. Neat. We gotta power up G Rasov's spells. You love 6, don't get me wrong. Oh no, yeah. I was not planning to get you wrong, Slorin. Don't worry about it. You're always welcome here in chat with opinions. We've enjoyed and endured many an opinion here, so it's all good. Opinions are wild. People who fight about Final Fantasies too. We don't do that here. We like to squabble, but that's about it. It's all friendly squabbling. You wanted the remaster to... Oh, of Tactics? Yeah. See, I've never played War of the Lions, so I did want that too. I can't imagine them adding that as like a friggin', add-on or anything like that, but yeah, maybe they will. Cinco, Play, and Slorin, welcome to the stream. How are you? Said it too many times, 6 is objectively the best, 12 is personal favorite. There you go. Sometimes it's nice to make that distinction, right? Yeah, I think 6 is objectively the best as well, and 9 and Tactics and 9 would be my favorites over 6. Yeah, I have bad opinions and I'm proud of it. I hope you get a bumper sticker that says that. Still haven't finished 15 or played 16. So I've not played 16. I finished 15, 100 hours. And I will stand by the statement that I think 15 is fun to play. And that's it. Storytelling is atrocious. A lot of the characters are garbage. But it's fun to go around chasing frogs. So if you want an open world game full of chores, it's a great game. If you want a coherent story, good luck. See, I would like to play as Dark Knight in Tactics. Dancing Mad from FF6. Now, I believe that Uematsu said that was his favorite piece of music that he did. And it's not hard to see why. I mean, it's amazing. I think it's the only video game... Well, no, I'll backtrack on that. It's one of few video game pieces of music that I can think of that is both Baroque and rock at the same time, in the same song. And that's pretty cool. Are we ranking FF games? Yes. It's time. But we're not going to fight about it, because that's for losers. We're just going to have fun. 15's defining moment was the last chapter. See, and I played the day 1 edition, so the last chapter was like incomplete when I played it. I was like, I get a quick time event for the final boss? Okay. People love 7. I think it was the first one of the real breakthrough. Found it too sprawling and also boring. Yeah, I think 7 is big enough to where it's like you meet people who either love it or they think, or people who downright hate it. I mean, then there's people like a lot of us here who I think will be somewhat in the middle. Like for me, 7 is great. I think the original 7 is pretty good. I don't think it's the best one. I think it's pretty awkward and messy. I think I've said before, I think 9 is the least messy of the numerical trilogy on the PlayStation 1. But all 3 of those numericals on PS1 are pretty messy. They go off the rails at some point. All right, let me scroll up here. We're getting to the good stuff. Okay, people think for a lot of reasons. Oh yeah, one problem I had with 6 was boss was too easy. Everyone just casts Ultima over and over and over. That's if you learn Ultima, right? I think they made the final boss somewhere in the middle, because not all players would have gotten everything before facing him. Something like that. I don't know. So we're gonna celebrate FF6, then in our own time rewatch the American commercial. Yeah, the one you're talking about, the Mog. I almost said the Koopo. You're talking about the Mog behind the desk. Let's get Chesney healed up here. There we go. Slasher says my top is 8, 6, 4, 14, 9. Haven't finished 9 yet. Oh, you gotta get through 9. I played Metro 10, so it's not on my ranking. I don't like 7 all that much. So 8 at the top is controversial, obviously. I'm sure you know that by now. But again, fighting over that is for nerds and losers. Let's see. I think that might be a factor. Let me see. Well, I was a closet fan of 7 for years. Because other 7 fans are so terrible. They are. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've gotten the most death threats and images of graphic things in my DMs. I've seen swastikas from Final Fantasy VII fans. So I can absolutely get behind you on that. Like, yeah, like I've seen shipping wars use swastikas. That's pretty wild. I mean, like, what kind of a universe are we living in here? A pretty weird one, I'll only tell you that. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that everybody in the shipping or everybody who loves Final Fantasy VII is like that. But I mean, that fandom's big enough now to contain that. 15's defining moment was when they shared the ultimate flavor experience of cup noodle made with the freshest ingredients. If you tried shrimp, it's very refreshing. But my favorite is the beef noodle. Yeah, the only Final Fantasy that has like a prolonged commercial side quest in it that I know of. I mean, maybe 14 has stuff like that for like crossover things, but woof. I think 15's defining moment was when they almost let Nomura turn it into Les Miserables, a musical. That would have been pretty amazing. Not that I wouldn't want to see Noctis going, what a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. Oh, what a thrill. I'm searching and I'm melting to you. This is the guy with the abs singing to Cup Noodles. What a fear in my heart when you're so supreme. I give my life. What is Barry? Let's try that. See what that does. Not for honor, but for you. So you all thought I was done singing and then I brought it back. In my time, there'll be nobody. Your number is 4, probably Final Fantasy 4. Close 5 is Final Fantasy 9. First FF was FF1 on NES. Nice. I think FF4 is fantastic. I really do. I often say, for newcomers, start with Final Fantasy 4. Definitely. Let's see. Infinite Metal, how you doing? Can't go wrong with FF. Yeah, and I'd even extend that to 4. I'd be like, you can't go wrong with FF4 through 9. And that's coming from somebody who quite likes 10 as well. Maybe those particular FF fans actually like Shinra. Well, if they like Square Enix, then yeah, they like Shinra. Jolly says 8 is the GOAT because if saving the world meant the greatest cafeteria hot dogs, why not? Yes, the defining moment in 8 is when they're all like, wait a minute. We all knew each other as children, we just forgot. Silly us. That's usually the moment in 8 where I'm like, alright, let's wrap this up. Oh, we got another S Tavern. Okay. 15's defining moment is when the credits rolled and I didn't have to play anymore. Shots fired. I actually really like 15. That's a bad Final Fantasy game. Yeah, that goes hand in hand with what I said earlier too, Cinco. I think it might have been before you popped in. I think 15 is fun to play, but just turn your brain off anytime something with a story happens because it's just pointless. Got as far as 10, then I just didn't dig it and sort of never played another FF. Oh, so you've never played anything past 10? You're not missing much. You're not missing much. I would say 12 is the last good Final Fantasy though. So I'd recommend you play 12. Just know it's not going to make you think of like Final Fantasy 4 or anything. Let's see. 4 plays by the old rules. Oh no, hot take. You didn't like 4? Oh dang. 13 is still the worst mainline FF. I think it was until 15. Again, I haven't played. No, I think if we're talking objectively, worst. I am an eagle of water, loyal to Gabney. According to his orders, I can't allow anyone to disrupt this peaceful territory. Oh, boss fight. Oh, that is not an eagle. Okay, great music here, by the way. I would say the worst mainline FF was original Final Fantasy XIV. Like, so bad they had to pull it off the shelf. You know? Infinite Metal, I hope you're well. I don't know if I greeted you properly, but I hope you're doing okay. The Bard Prince. Oh, he's barely in there. He's barely in there. And he gets the short end of the stick, too. You might like it. Yeah, nobody really likes Edward. He's kind of a coward. But that's how they wrote him, for sure. But yeah, you don't get him for the entire game. So you may enjoy that part. Josh Pritt with the Red Mage Redemption. Hey, 7 stream streak. Yo, thanks for reminding me I need to do another round of 6 on SNES. No problem. And Mr. Thou with a 50 stream streak. Dang. 25th anniversary of FF6 today. It true. It true. Let's see. Is it 25th anniversary? I don't know. Didn't it come out in 94? Or do I got that backwards? Mechanically speaking, 4 is breakthrough because they introduced ATB, the boss battles. Yeah, no, definitely. I think the introduction of ATB is huge. Hail the backseater. How are you? All I would say is start with the first FF. That way you appreciate the evolution of the series. I could get behind that. Yeah, this is coming from somebody who didn't grow up with FF1. I think FF1 is hard. It's hard to get into. I mean, if somebody wanted, like, what is the nucleus of Final Fantasy, I would say play 4. It's got the story, it's got the music, it's got the graphics for the time, certainly. Let's see. Ones where you play as any job and never got into. Yeah, I think Pixel Remaster helped me out with FF1. Slorin, you don't like 5, though? How about Tactics? Level 4 requires more study on mechanics. 4, especially if you're playing American 4. 4 is easy as well. Didn't 15 start as a 13 spinoff? Oh, there's the whole Versus 13 thing. You should watch Night Sky Prince on that. Yeah, it's a mess. This boss didn't skip ab day. He's all ab, no flab. Let's see. Never played original 14. I've met some people who have, and yeah, bonkers that they released it in the condition that it was. Yeah, endless development hell. See, a lot of people, the subject matter death worship was illegal in China. I didn't know that. Yikes. A lot of people I'll meet will be like, oh, you know, if they would just finish Versus 13, everything would be better. And it's like, no, I don't think so. I really don't. I think if something is in development hell, there's something wrong. There's something going bad. Let me see here. Let me think. What are we gonna want to do? Let's do defense down. And then we'll do strength up. Whoops, that's the wrong one. We'll do strength up on Chesney. He doesn't have any spells. I keep forgetting that. And for you, my friend, yeah, what the heck? We'll put it on. There we go. Five wasn't for you? I've heard that a lot about 5. Typically because 5 is a comedy. I've heard that a lot about 5. Okay, that's too many attacks, arguably. I like 5. I do like 5. I appreciate that with Final Fantasy, we get that difference of, like, you're playing a character or you're playing an avatar. You get something really highly customizable, or you get somebody who has, like, kind of built-in stuff. not too samey, you know. But then that's also Final Fantasy's weakness, is it can get so not samey that you're like, wait, what am I playing? There we go. We'll do that there. Reason a lot of the more projects today in development has spread itself too thin by working on too many projects at once. I think X is written like a Hemingway novel. In fact, it beats you over the head with its point about like playing the game. Yeah, I really do like Final Fantasy X. I do. It was fully acknowledging that, you know, there's a lot of issues with some of the voice acting, but I do think it was leagues ahead of some voice acting from the time when they were still doing voice acting in video games that sound like they're toy commercials. But I also appreciate that Final Fantasy X had a Pacific and oceanic setting to it. It was very special to me living in Hawaii and playing through Final Fantasy X. So that one means a lot to me personally. And I also think it had a good combat system. I think they should bring back conditional turn-based. It's not drastically different from what you would expect from turn-based, but it kind of visualizes certain things that occur in turn-based systems, such as differences in speed and stuff like that. So I like that. I think they should bring back CTB. Titus is never living down the laughing scene and should never live down the laughing scene. I get that the point of that scene is to be awkward, but they nailed that. But it's also pretty cringy to watch. Absolutely. All right, we're just gonna keep hitting this guy. Remember, Kingdom Hearts was the first time I remember English voice acting in a Japanese game being very good. Helps too that they had like actual, like they had like real voice actors from Disney redoing the voices on Kingdom Hearts. Like you're like, oh, that's Jim Cummings. Like, you know, that's a real. Not to say that, you know, there weren't other talented voice actors in other games, but you know, sometimes that can come down to voice directing and stuff like that. But yeah, the only constant in FF is change. Hey, I bet you read that somewhere. No, that's good. Reason to think F6. Okay, I did read that. That's a good point. Major Rage TV. I should get that on a bumper sticker. X is one of their bosses, giant whale monster. There is a boss who is a giant whale monster, but it is not the boss. No spoilers. Titus. Can't do it. Oh, the Japanese versions laugh. Yeah. That one to me sounds like a crow laughing or like a raven laughing. So, again, it's intentionally meant to be awkward and played for a bit of kind of sentimental comedy, but yeah, it is that. They nailed it. That doesn't make it less cringe though. Titus. No, Titus. We're saying Titus. Speaking of 10, Crush from the WWF is straight up Waka. Oh, I don't know who that is. Am I saying Hetty Burst isn't a good actress? No. I'm not. You're going to have to be more specific because I'm live on stream. I don't know. I don't even know what I just said. Said something. I don't know. I said Kingdom Hearts has good voice acting. And I said Final Fantasy X has good voice acting. I think that's what I said. And then I said a lot of other video games from the time didn't have good voice acting. You know what has the best voice acting? That would be... What we got here? We got Storm. We can use that. That would be the guy who says, "Power up. Rise from your grave." From Altered Beast. That would be the best one. Bum, 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 bum. Is based on an Okinawan word for sun. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I get it. He's supposed to be the sun, Yuna's the moon, stuff like that. It's fun not knowing the Japanese because then it absolutely doesn't beat you over the head with its points because you don't know it's supposed to be this or that. But I will never not say Titus, claiming that that's just localization because I'm not saying Tidus. Not gonna happen. Kefka's laugh was the best voice acting. Brought to you by Casio Keyboard. Alright, we did it. Hooray! Lots of level ups. Calling Mega Man. Calling Mega Man. Where are you? Oh, yeah, now we're talking choice acting right there. We must recover the energy crystals, Mega Man. I don't like when they give Mega Man a high-pitched voice.
He's like, okay, Dr. Wily.
Like, it's just... Mega Man, come on now. Or worse, when they do it to, when they do it to, when they do it to, Mega Man X. When X, who looks like a full-grown adult, is like,
Oh, okay, Zero.
like, this is not Astro Boy. What are you doing? Stop it. Okay, we got the water CD. Alvin and the Mega Monks. There you go. We need to stock Dr. Wily. It writes itself, but also it's terrible. This is the balancing act of the internet today. Is you gotta acknowledge that things can be objectively terrible, but funny, and sometimes funny because of those things. But that doesn't make those things objectively good. It just means they're funny. Okay. Infinite Metal said dialectical differences, I say. Oh, with 2 capital D's? I say, Crush the Wrestler started off as the 3rd member of the tag team Demolition before going solo and adopting the Hawaiian gimmick, calling everyone brother. Alright. Do you know that E. Honda in the Street Fighter movie, the OG Street Fighter movie, was a Hawaiian guy? It's true. His father is Sin. The sins of the fathers. Does that assume that all of the fathers became sins? I don't know. I don't know. And in Okinawa, it's pronounced Sin. So you've been saying it wrong. It's the Okinawan word for whale. Just kidding. I couldn't do it. All right, let me do some of this here before things get out of control. We got opinions on Japanese here today. Sloran says when people say Ghibli with a hard G, oh Ghibli? One of the Japanese characters are Jiburi. Used to bug me, but then at their museum they say it however you like, so I chilled out. I'm sure that fans are fiercer guardians of Japanese pronunciation than the creators themselves. That seems to be the case a lot of times. I mean, Square Enix will pronounce things differently depending on the game as well. But the other thing, though, is like, you know, you're an English speaker. You're anglicizing words and things like that. That's natural. That's how language works. So I can forgive people saying Ghibli, but I say Ghibli. Ghibli. It's my favorite part. It gets all Ghibli. You don't like, yeah, third strongest mole with me. Don't like high-pitched Mega Man. I could see that for Rock. I could, but I don't like it though. I don't have to like it either. So yeah, X should sound like he sounded on the Ruby Spears show, where he's like, "Watch this, boy." He should sound like like John Wayne. They should both sound like John Wayne. Well, let me tell you there, Dr. Light, we're gonna go on up and use the Mega Buster. That's what X should sound like. What am I fighting for? Ugh. Even when I first played that, I was like, really? This is, you're just like, oh. For Bison, it was Tuesday. Vel Raptured, how you doing? Come on in. Imagine if Mega Man was voiced by John DiMaggio doing Waka. Hey, brother, how's it? We're going to use the Mega Buster, bust up Dr. Wily's face, and then afterwards we go down to the beach, get some spare musubi, some rice, some saimi. Gonna be good time, yeah? Dialectical differences, TM. Oh, that explains the 2 capital D's. Thing is, in English, GH usually sounds like a hard G. Yeah, definitely. For sure. For sure. Only Ghibli is that the correct pronunciation. The word is a hard G, but Miyazaki pronounced it with a soft G when he named the studio. The same guy. Oh, yes. I'm not going to say it, but yes. I was in Southern California when I learned of that. So you can imagine how that went. The first G in giga, like gigawatt, should be a soft G, like gigawatt. I don't know about that. Giga Bowser? So, no, I can't get behind that. I can't. I don't know. Oh, he got him with Laputa from Gulliver's Travels. Right, but Gulliver's Travels used it for social commentary. Just like the name. Oh, there you go. There's some commentary on... wouldn't you say there's some similarities between the one in Gulliver's Travels and thematically the one in Castle in the Sky? I'm not going to say it. And somebody will clip that and be like, oh, look at what the Well-Red Mage is saying. Like just the other day, I got canceled for saying something about Indians. I always say Native American. I don't say Indians. Like, that's what we're talking about. People just out making up stuff now. So I gotta watch what I say on recording, and that's how clips go around. Jigga what sounds like a rap song. Turn down the what? The gigawatt makes sense because in English, G followed by a high frontal vowel like E is almost always, there's the key phrase there. And this is English, Slorin. If you put almost in there, that means there's exceptions. Because English, this is like almost might be the most important word in English. Because it's almost always, or almost always is I before E, or almost always you gotta spell it this way. But that's English. One person I ever used soft G for giga was, oh yeah, Doc Brown. There he is, and he had a degree, right? Slorin has a lot of historical facts memorized. Are you a professor, Slorin? This is a serious question. I'm not trying to make fun of you or anything. Or are you super interested in language as like a hobby? GIF uses a hard G because, yeah, right, it stands for graphic. All right, Major Rage TV, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Take care. I may not be on tomorrow, but you and I will meet again. We'll meet again. GIF uses a soft G because it's meant to rhyme with GIF, meaning quick. No. No. I can't buy that. That explains why I haven't heard anyone else say it like that. I don't live in that time. That makes sense. These conversations make me go, yes, but Giga is Greek. If we were Greek, that would be important, right? But we're not, unless you live in Greece. I don't know. Maybe Greek is your first language. But there's a lot of words we got from Greek, from Latin, from French, and we pronounce them differently because this is English, and it's not even real English. Americans, we're speaking, I don't know if you're American, but Americans, we're speaking secondhand English. We're speaking like discount English. Dollar store general English, dare I say? Let's see. I before E, except when you receive 8 slaves from your foreign neighbor. Yep. Studied ancient languages, 2 history degrees. There it is. See, I knew it was something because nobody comes in chat and is like, boom, 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 here's all this history stuff. I knew you had to have some kind of background in it. Boom, boom. GIF is pronounced Zyfe because screw all y'all. All words are made up and none of it really matters. The all words are made up part is really funny. I mean, yeah, okay. Let me backtrack. All words are made up and none of it really matters. I think you're half right. The part that doesn't fly is you typed all words are made up and none of it really matters. But that phrase carries a meaning, right? Like, I understood what you meant, therefore it matters in that regard. Otherwise, you could have just typed gibberish and, you know, it would have been all those words are made up and none of them really matters. But you used words that we have an agreed upon meaning with, you know? For example, yeah, definitely. So, like, I'll hear this a lot with Japanese. I've encountered people who, in my book, people are like, why didn't you use the Japanese name instead of the North American name? I was like, because I'm from North America and I don't speak Japanese. And I'm writing about the North American versions of the game. Why would I write about the Japanese versions of the game when that wasn't the version of the game that I played? Now, that's not to disregard that there's a Japanese background to it, but yeah, I don't know. Can't help you there. It's bizarre that we communicate with mouth sounds. Yeah, imagine if we just had to like slap our chests and stuff like that. That'd be weird. Eaglelandish. How do I pronounce goatee? I don't know what that is. It's called a popular etymology. Is made up etymology people buy into. In ancient Greece, they had popular etymologies that made zero sense in retrospect. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Them's language. Yeah, that's language. Onomatopoeia are not really made up. Oh, when I said, like, slapping? Or was that in reference to when I said gibberish? I don't know. Yeah, there's problems in language. I mean, we're having it right now. This oddly specific discussion is all about the difficulties with language. But yeah, I can't go so far as to be language anarchistic to where, like, nothing has meaning. Because we're able to communicate because we can agree upon some of the meaning of these words. You communicate with other bodily sounds? It's a nerdy English joke. Okay. Today I learned I'm not nerdy English. I didn't know that one. I hadn't heard it before. All right, folks. I'm going to say enjoy your language chat. I have to get back to playing the game. Take the B out of bananas, and suddenly you have a pineapple. Oh, dang. I'm going to try that. Because I have some bananas on the counter. Take the B out. Let's see. Where was it that I had to go? I can't remember. They aren't made up because they are what the sound sounds like. To whom, I guess, right? Because you might have, like, one culture says a dog sounds like Bow Wow, another sounds like bark, another one sounds like furu furu. Too late, officially a language stream, which is typically an argument stream, but it doesn't have to be. I think language is beautiful, but language definitely has a lot of issues as well. Entomology, it bugs you? I did get that joke. I don't write the laws, I do. Because my name is Moses. I am the law. Some guy written by Joss Reed. We can't have a language chat and then you just casually drop the name Joss Whedon. Sorry to rush you, but please hurry to the Southern Temple. The parade will begin soon. Well, what the heck did I pick up there, though? Right? Was that not it? That wasn't it. No, I was in there. I see. This is what happens when I get distracted by y'all. What did I get? I fought the boss. Also, I don't think I greeted you properly. Baron Redwing, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Currently in Paladin's Quest, I could have sworn I went to the shrine and got the thing, but I don't know. I thought I knew where I was. I thought I'd done what I was supposed to do. Let's see. Roki, yeah, the water temple. Okay. So descend the stairs. Churches holds the spirit of Raiga ST. Did I not pick it up? I don't think I picked it up. I don't see it in my inventory. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, you guys. I think I beat the... I could have sworn I went down and picked it up. Look around, lurking mostly. Much energy from not sleeping much lately. Insomnia does sucks. It's, yeah. It definitely does. It's a shame, and I hope that you get some sleep at some point. We're gonna have to hoof it back to the temple. Now, any of you language folk in here, do you know if Linus means anything? That being the title for this one, not here, where it was called Paladin's Quest. But I don't know if they drew that from anything like Gulliver's Travels or anything like that. I hadn't heard that. And I haven't looked into this game quite yet. Those things look like Fizzgig from the Dark Crystal. Oh yeah, JC here just to heckle. Still angry about that one time, huh? No, I didn't, because you know why? I'm looking at frickin' chat. Only to look over and read a crappy JC 5804 comment. Thanks, JC. Thanks for looking out. You know, if you could have been here and reminded me to pick it up the first time. Freaking... I gotta walk here. Linus is a character from Gulliver's Travels 2, still traveling. Nice. Nice, well done. I don't think I've read that one. Maybe it was only in Japanese. Alright, now we gotta go down there again. Wonder if the boss will pop back. Hang on. We'll get break up. There we go. It'd be cool if he did, though. Oh, I'm most welcome. It's the German version of Linus, which means flaxen-haired. Is it? Backseat gamer? I mean, you could be right. I don't know. Soko Chocobo. It would be weird if you did. Definitely. This is the first boss I think I encountered that had a very specific trigger where you have to drain the thing. Bum, 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 bum. So do we know that that's the origin for Linus, or are we just joshing? Sorry, Josh Pritt, if you're listening. No, that's not great. That's not good. Okay, so we'll try a different set here. I should have got... Oh, well, I didn't. I'm glad to know that about Linen. But it's a magical fiber. I will go and tell my wife. And then we'll get some linen sheets. JC, always making those friends. Well, I'm just suggesting if you're going to show up, at least be useful. But maybe next time. Maybe next time, JC. Let's use the corsage. Yo, those narwhal spreads, though. It's a lot of gums. Probably that gingivitis. No! Guess I didn't invest in the bolt spell enough. But let's see. Maybe, blow up does okay on these? I don't know. Alright, I got the flashing lights. Look away if you're vulnerable. Dun, 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 dun. So who refilled this again? Who came back in here and filled it back up? Who puts the water in the water temples? It's a valid question. You can't heal the what? Is this another one of those ignorable JC comments? I don't know what you're trying to say. You can't heal the what? What? At least you got a little bit of healing out of it. Gotta invest in that bolt spell a little bit more. Okay, Linus director said in an interview that the goal was to create a world completely distinct from the Tolkien-esque fantasy. It was all over 90s RPGs. Linus is a word that cannot be properly pronounced using Japanese syllables. My guess is that he liked the alien feel of the word. Ah, interesting. It's interesting that it sounds alien to them, and it just kind of sounds flat, at least to my ears. Linus. Doesn't sound alien at all. So you were censoring, Jay? You were censoring in case I didn't want spoilers? Well done on being useful. Good job! Pin the blue ribbon on his chest. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this. Whoops. There we go. Thanks for looking that up, Sync of Play. Did you find that on Shmupulations? Or where'd you find the interview? Shmupulations, I got to, this sounds like another nonsense word, yeah. Well, it sounds like a nonsense word that doesn't sound alien or mysterious or anything. It sounds drab in English. There's what was that movie? I think it was the movie Tolkien, where they had him talking about how some words sound beautiful, and he's like Celador. And then his girlfriend at the time was like, "This just sounds like cellar door." Right, robot, since I asked, but this was assuming that I wanted spoilers, right? JC, this might be the time to just stop talking and leave it alone, and you won't be chased out by the army of flying monkeys that I have at my disposal. You don't know, they might be right behind you. Alright, there we go. Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's too many meetings. There's too many meetings in the world. Goes hand in hand with that mug. I greatly dislike meetings in which nothing really happens. I don't know if anybody likes that kind of meeting. Let's see, we'll use blow up. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Shmupulations is really cool. I got to chit chat with the guy who runs Shmupulations by email. Really nice person. And we talked a little bit about how they always wanted to make a book and publish some of this material, but obviously that's difficult with you know, a lot of the copyrights and stuff like that. But it's certainly a very valuable there we go, a valuable service they're providing. Sarge Smash, how's it going? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. It's going, like we would say, an important word in English, almost good. It's going almost good. One of the not good things is I came all the way down in here and apparently didn't grab the treasure chest at the bottom, which I needed to. So, blah blah blah. So yeah, we had to waltz back in. I guess it's a little more experience points, so there's that. Bwah, bwah. Yeah, exactly. Trumpet noise. Counterproductive. By the sound of it, that does sound very counterproductive. So that's what one of the previous jobs that we held down in this house, they got obsessed with meetings towards the end of the run of their business and eventually shuttered. There's completely no productivity if you're going to have meetings all day, and in the meetings complain about a lack of productivity. It's like, because all you're doing is sitting in meetings. It don't help. It don't help at all. Oh, we're out of highball. Okay, so he's gonna have to do some healing on his self now. Let's do... What the hey, we'll do bolt up there. We were talking too much FF. I think I missed the chest when we were talking about the language stuff, and I was trying to catch up on chat. I was like, oh, this is getting intenso. The Final Fantasy stuff was intenso too. I don't think I shared my rankings, not that anybody cares, but it's one of the things that one has to volunteer that information, whether anybody cares or not. So here I go. So let's see. I'm gonna rank by favorites. I'm not gonna rank by bests. I already said I think the best one in the mainline series is Final Fantasy. So favorite Final Fantasies: Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 5. That's all the Final Fantasies. I'm just double checking. That's all of them. They didn't make anyone else. Oh, look at that! The boss did respawn. That's wild. Soko, look, look, look. That's weird. I was wondering, you know why I was wondering that? Because there's a specific trigger, which is lowering the water. So like, they actually didn't. You could grind this boss if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to, but you could grind this boss. So very, very, very strange. But here we are. It's, yeah, it was weird. So I wonder if there are any other grindable bosses in this game. And would there be any reason to do that here? Like, does this guy have... I don't think I've noticed any, like, drops from enemies or anything. Huh. Let's see. Let me catch up here on chat before I do anything else. Productivity of meeting is inversely proportional to the number of participants in that meeting. I could get behind that. Meetings to prepare for meetings. That sounds great. You know what game you want from Square Enix? Forget another FF Game RPG. You want a new Bushido Blade. That'd be cool. 2 and 3 get a bad rep. See, and I thought Final Fantasy 2 was not that bad. Especially in the Pixel Remaster version, like, smoothed it out. You can get through it. It's fine. I did think Final Fantasy 3 was bad. So, I can't with that one. Alright, let me... Oh, yeah, she's out. She's out. Okay, let me get some healing up in here. So that's pretty cool. G. Rasav's weapon can confuse, or I think that's called daze on this one. I don't know. And freeze. That's neato. Well, let's see how much this guy drops, because it's actually not that far of a walk in here. So I wonder if that would be a viable means of doing some grinding. I don't know. That doesn't seem to be doing anything, this boss. Wait, what did I do? Oh, that was defense down. That's right. Let's see. We'll just go for it. Paladin's Quest. Still yet to see one Paladin. I guess they didn't want to call it Spiritualist's Quest, considering the sensitive times that America was in back then towards such things. And also, not a catchy title, Spiritualist's Quest. Paladin's Quest has a nice ring to it. Okay, what do we get? So we get 1,000 gold, 400 something experience. That's not shabby. You know, it doesn't seem that useful though. Alright, now this time we're not going to waltz right past that. Oh, you know what? Ah, just ran into a thing. Yeah, I think 2 and 3 particularly benefit from Pixel Remaster. I'm still on the fence if like the latter ones truly benefit from the Pixel Remaster, but 2 and 3 felt elevated by that. Yeah, yeah, you get a buffed experience in a 3D remake apparently. Still notorious for its difficulty, at least based on conversations I've had with folk. So we can't get this corsage off. And if you weren't here at the start of the stream, that one had us going for a while trying to figure out what it was. But the life COR is life corsage. Would never have guessed that. There we go. We got the Raga statue, I guess. Yeah, grindings, there's your way to affect the difficulty, right? You do enough and it'll be just fine. Okay, let's do Flador. I gotta buy a few more of these. Because we might be running out. I don't want to be caught with my pants down. Do we have a home door? Oops. Not there. We do not, so I gotta walk back. Just like God intended. Alright, hoof it. I did? Oh, I didn't see it. The Raga stationary? Haha. Alright, well, we'll save it for next time. Just in case I really need it. Because this wasn't too far of a hike, fortunately. And we're doing okay on life and all that. I would be delighted if ST stood for stationary beamstock. That's pretty funny. I'm telling you, those little things right there, that's Fizzgig from Dark Crystal. A voyage, Fizzgig! A voyage! And Fizzgig is like, ah! One of my favorite films. Enjoyed it. Really like it. People who don't like Dark Crystal shouldn't vote. I'll say it. I'll say it. Should not be allowed to vote if you don't like Dark Crystal. I mean, forget asking for voter ID. They should just ask, do you like the Dark Crystal when you go to vote? And if you don't, then they'd turn you away. Sorry, you're not wanted here. Simple as that. Vote for me. I have many great ideas about administrative policies. Oh, I think you would like it, Depraved Slasher, yeah. I think it is not a masterpiece of storytelling, but I think it is a masterpiece of storytelling through practical effects, puppetry, animatronics, costuming. It's also very, you know, we mentioned earlier, Cinco Play shared with us about Lennis being a non-Tolkien world. Dark Crystal. Very, very much non-Tolkien fantasy world. Hey, Big 4-0, level 40. All right. Masterpiece of Nightmare Fuel. It's, there's a couple scary bits. There's a part where, like, well, I won't say it. There's one body horror part. You'd love it. You'd love it. No, it's not that bad, though. It's definitely not the Muppets, though, I'll tell you that. There's not one iota of Kermit the Frog in there. All right, we got the thing. Thank you. This is truly the spirit of Raga. Thanks to you, Master Chesney, we can infuse our parade with the spirit of Raga. What do you wish? What? You want to join the parade? Very well. I'm a man of my word. You will join our parade. I will put you in the front line. Oh, it's an easy thing to do. Now hurry, please. The parade will depart soon. Oh, and it would just whisk away? Wow. Cool parade, y'all. I mean, it's a small town, so... I mean, I like that we get like a huge long thing. I remember playing, I think it was Breath of Fire 1 when I was a kid, and wondering why they didn't all line up behind the main character, and why it was only like 4 of them, you know, in your party visibly. Because this is much more fun. Few legendary fantasy movies you haven't seen. I really love old fantasy. What's another legendary fantasy movie that you haven't seen? You've seen Neverending Story, right? I would say that's pretty. So you haven't seen... Oh, I know you'd like Return to Oz. I know you'd like Legend. I've actually never seen Krull. That's like a Star Wars-y, like science fantasy, right? Okay, yeah. I was like, this guy's seen Neverending Story. I could smell it on your breath. Oh, you're from Rookie. We've been waiting for you. Show yourself to everybody. Hey, this is us showing ourselves to everybody. They say we'll all be happy when Neugren is finished. I can see myself starting to feel that way, too. Look, the luck of the entertainers will be exhausted just by having all these people watch them. I've never seen a festival as impressive as this. How great is Lord Zagos? That's pretty good. There he is right there. Oh, to think that you came to celebrate the completion of Neugren 2. Chesney and Midia. Ha ha! You came all this way from Nasquat at such trouble. And though I do consider you trouble, I wonder if you'd assist with the entertainment. What about the 2 mercenaries? What about them? Oh no, it's a tarp. The battle between the spiritualists of Nasquat and Lokiarn, the monster of Neugren, will now commence. People of Sasquatch, revel in the power of Neugren. Chesney, I'm sorry, but while you were unconscious, we swiped the Cormu's helmet and Cormu's armor and sword. Ha ha! And too bad for you two, but we took the medicine out of your bottles. Dang. Alright. Well, bad juju. Oh, they were really proud of this sprite, you could tell. Oh, that's a little Tolkienian right there. I take it back. Krull with Liam Neeson? Is Liam Neeson in Krull? You love Neverending Story 1 and 2? See, I like Neverending Story 2. I wouldn't say it's amazing. But I would say it's good. Yeah. Now, Neverending Story 3, that's where you lose me. Oh, hang on. Okay. You have to sit through Willow. I think Willow is one of the best old fantasy films. I really like Willow. Willow is the Lord of the Rings of its time. Which one had Jack Black? I thought that was 4. But it might be 3. I didn't know that about Krull. Jack Black was in Neverending Story 3. That was the highlight of my career, gotta say. Willow is pretty great, yeah. I thought they made a 4th one, yeah, that was even worse than the 3rd one. Hang on, now I gotta double check. There's no Neverending Story 4. No. I don't know. I must have dreamed that up. Well, hang on. Oh, it's a fan thing. That's what it was. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Yeah. Okay, let's do this boss fight. So we've got our spells. They took all of our other stuff. We don't have any medicine. So neat. We'll try. We'll do what we can. Let's see if freeze works. Oh gosh. I was not expecting friggin'... I was not expecting like a bunch of arms to pop out. Val Kilmer is the best part of Willow. So I think Willow is excellently cast. I think Val Kilmer is great in Willow. I think Warwick Davis is great in Willow. I think, oh, what's her name? She plays the evil queen, Bavmorda. I think she's excellent. It's Jean Marsh. Really good in Willow. There's a lot of good stuff in Willow. Never-ending Story 2, Lose a Memory. Yeah, definitely. No, it's good. It's haunting in a kind of weirdly existential way that like the nothing in the first film occupies. I think the first film is definitely the better film. Absolutely. But 2 is not as bad as some people make it out to be. Okay, let's figure this out. So I don't know, we gotta what's she got? Oh, she's still got a corsage. That's easy healing right there. Just keep hitting Midia. What are you gonna hope for? No, yeah. No, I agree. Beam Stop. I would say they're all the best part of Willow. That's my only point. I knew you weren't saying that Warwick Davis or Jean Marsh was bad. I think they're all great. But obviously, Val Kilmer is fantastic. Val Kilmer, not Val Kilmore, is fantastic in Willow. I didn't see how much damage this did. Hopefully it did damage at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me look directly at the screen so we can see damage output here. Oh, nice. 0. Okay. Well, what about a bash with the fire shield? How about the life? Still got the life whip. Okay, so this is just a toss it in the trash boss fight, huh? Yeah, I looked away at the 0 Vel and yeah, I would have kept fighting him unless I looked right at the screen and saw that it says 0. So we're just not gonna care. I'll throw the fight here. Wiped out. Wipe out. Oh yeah, one of those. The Leprechaun movies? I know you like horror. I've only seen one of those. Dang, that guy is big. That was a big bad boss. One of those, yep. One of those scripted bosses. Right. I appreciate that they made your attacks do 0, so you're like, okay, I know what's going on here. Otherwise, like, I had some healing. I could have dragged that out for forever. Hey, you awake? Fighting that monster when you've had your sword and armor taken away is awful. I saw your fight. You really fought bravely. Look at what you did. Me? I got put in here because someone overheard me bad-mouthing Zagos. I really done goofed. Alright, how do we get out of here? Check all the things. Double fight. Well, gosh. One of my favorite memes is this picture of a guy in a Goofy costume from like one of those Disney cruises, and he'd fallen on top of one of the guests on the cruise, and the text said, "You done goofed." These are the things that make me laugh in the middle of the night. I like Lufia too, making unwinnable bosses actually winnable. Which one are we talking about? I don't remember. Okay, I would like to leave this place now. And this looks like it should be something there, but it's not. It's not something there. It's nothing. So, is this one of those stand around and wait? I don't know. And this is a non-spoilers stream anyway. So, you're not gonna spoil nothing, but oh, there we go. Looks like I made it in time.
It's a me. I slipped in by a different route. But let's go. Let's retrieve the items of Como and stop Neugren. I'll fight along with you.
Fiery has joined your party.
Let's go.
Anybody see the Mario movie yet? I'm gonna see it tomorrow. Probably. No, day after. Day after. Gate is technically beatable in 1 as well. Neat. Nice. I want to replay those again. Maybe not the first one. The second one I would love to replay. Come back. We've come to back you up. We brought medicine. Yes. Take all the medicines. The Mario movie. Super Mario Galaxy. You can save your progress. Well, we don't want to get stuck in here, so we're going to stagger. There we go. You're going to skip it in theaters? What kind of gamer are you? No, just kidding. I am Blades, the warrior genius. Do you want to hire me? Okay, hang on. If I wanted... Well, I did just save, so... We can't part with this character yet. So I'll wait until we get these two out. Oh man, that is such a... Looks like such a Final Fantasy 14 avatar. Is there anything I think I'll watch in theaters Mortal Kombat 2? Oh, that's not gonna make up for it. Don't think for a second. Nah, just kidding. Depraved Slasher. It's a gaming movie, yeah. We recommend recruiting Blades personally. I really want the other guys because I think they're rad, but we're gonna get them here because I can't boot the other one. But yeah, he looks like the average Final Fantasy 14 player character. A thaumaturge, of course, because he got the silver hair. Alright, Blades, let's go. What time we got? How long is this segment? Like, we could go. No fights. Oh, spoke too soon. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll save this for tomorrow, rather than do a whole another dungeon here. I didn't get that far today because we forgot the stupid treasure in the stupid water palace. Curse you, water palaces. Obviously your fault and not my negligence. Haha. And something like that. You see, you played an Arcanist Summoner. I think my first character was a Thaumaturge Black Mage. Because I thought it was the closest thing to being a Red Mage. And I was like, okay, I'll go for that. But I have a bad habit in MMOs of just making new characters over and over and over again. So that's absolutely what I did. Too many times. And I tried playing through that game like a dozen times. I couldn't do it. All right, everybody. And thanks to new followers, Meg Rayam 420 and Alucardente 420. No relation. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. In June, though, I have Supergirl, Masters of the Universe, Scary Movie 6, and then maybe Moana's live action. You're going to watch Moana's live action movie and not the Mario Galaxy movie? Depraved Slasher. You think you know a guy. It's another thing for me to give you a hard time about. I have to write these down. Because sometimes I forget. You barely enjoyed the first Mario movie? That's like me. I barely enjoyed the first Moana movie. And then they made 2 of them. And then they made 2 of the second Moana movie as a travesty. awful film. I don't know, man. Why, like, live action movie, but then they CG? Why do they CG The Rock's body? It looks ridiculous. What else can I say except you're welcome? Like, that's the quality of seeing with The Rock brains, man. I don't know. They are weird. They wanted to have like a Green Lantern live action effect, I guess, on on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah, they were like, how do we make this as unappealing as possible and yet still make money because people watch anything? And they were like, I know. We'll take the buffest guy in Hollywood, CG out his body, and then CG in a body, and he'll look like Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. That's the same effect. Like, even his hair might not be real. I don't know. It's fine. It's just, come on. It's Disney. Yeah, Aladdin. It was all right. It was all right. Aladdin's my favorite. I can't wait for the live-action Robin Hood movie where they have, like, an anthropomorphic fox, but he looks real, you know? I'd watch that. I did not like the Aladdin live action movie. I think Will Smith was a step down for sure. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. Every song was ruined in that. Guys, we've tapped into a level of Kefka-esque hatred talking about Disney live actions here. They're already bad at CG. And that's what they were like. You know what? They watched the Mummy movie and they're like, we should do that. But in Moana. The villain was hotter than Aladdin? Okay, you just... No, exactly. The problem is no one was ever going to match Robin Williams. So don't make a live action thing. Just let it be. But Disney can't help themselves. They're basically the Square Enix of animated films now. Yeah. Yeah, no. I listened to Friend Like Me, the Will Smith version. I was like, what were you guys thinking? I don't know what. You know what they were thinking? They were thinking, keep Robin Williams' name out your mouth. Slap. That's what it felt like watching the Aladdin thing. Slap. People like my kids won't watch the old movies. Why? Why? I'm curious why. I mean, they make animated films, right? Like, why won't they watch it? They don't like how old they look? Like, you can get, well, fix it. You're the parent. Just get your belt out or whatever you gotta do. Somebody's gonna clip that. I'm sorry I said it. Don't, no. Picturing depraved slasher standing on the side of the road with a cardboard sign that said, I tried, fam. If they're adults, then they'll develop discerning taste. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Man, I mean, those 2D animated films, beautiful. Beautiful. More than the CG slop that you get in some of this stuff. I can't believe it. Oh, there you go. Cinco, it's all adults now, so it's okay to get the belt out. All right, next Thanksgiving, thrash them, depraved slasher. And we'll name you the depraved slasher thrasher. The hash-slinging thrasher. Cars and Finding Nemo ruined them. I'm grateful that my kids like old stuff and new stuff. I don't know. I'm not a great parent, so I don't know how it happened. We just got done finishing watching OG Star Wars. A couple times they were like, that lightsaber scene was dumb. I was like, yeah, it's because there's no CG Yoda flipping around all over the place. And they felt pretty stupid when I said that. So I was like, ha ha! And then they got the point. That's how you parent right there. Just ridicule your children. No, just kidding. This is joking stuff, guys. This is tongue-in-cheek stuff. Do not get... This is what... If I streamed just chatting, it would be this quality of discussion for 2 hours. So you're welcome that I don't stream just chatting. We should enroll them in an art class. There you go. Like, hey, for Christmas, I got you a community college art class. There you go. That'll teach them. That'll learn them. All right, my friends. On that high note, there's no... Beamstock's right. You're both right. There's no way they were going to top Robin Williams, which is a great reason to not to stop Mickey Mousing old things. And I love that phrase because it's so appropriate. It's so appropriate. It's so appropriate for Disney stuff. Stop Mickey Mousing things. Square Enix, stop Mickey Mousing things. Disney, Star Wars, stop Mickey Mousing things. Let sleeping dogs lie. Let a finished work be finished. That's what I gotta say about that. But we're gonna get Disney live action remakes to heck and back. I can't see the live action one though. I just can't. Unless they have Jermaine in like lobster cosplay, then I'll watch it. Don't CGI Tamatoa or anything like that. Just have the actual actor in a physical lobster costume. And he could be like, "Oh, Tamatoa hasn't always been this glad. I was a drab little crab once." And do the whole song in costume. I would 100% watch that. Disney, if you're listening, this is gold right here. This is how you do it. All right. Depraved Slasher's right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good life. Probably not be on tomorrow. And probably not Monday. I'll be complaining about Moana live action somewhere else on the internet. But I'll see you at some point. Until then, toodles. And if you do play Paladin's Quest, remember you can grind the bubbly boss. It can be done. Take care. Hugs and kisses. Love you. Bye.